excited to see you on this cover, right? You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you have so many things encouraging going on, and you inspire so many women. Can you tell us what are some things that keep you motivated on your journey? I mean, California is really tough, right? There's so much going on all the time, demanding.
Well, I think the biggest thing is everybody's like, what motivates you? And I always say it's not motivation, it's commitment. If you're committed to whatever it may be, your business, your family, your kids, your friends, no matter what it is, if you commit to it, you're going to be great at it. And you're going to have hardships and there's going to be hard parts, but it's always worth it if you commit.
So that's perfect. That's amazing advice. I am really an advocate of suicide prevention and mental health awareness. Can you tell us what would be some insight or some words of wisdom and advice for someone that's struggling with mental health?
I think the biggest thing is knowing that you're not alone, being vulnerable and being able to share your experiences with others, because I haven't dealt with that particular, topic, but I have dealt with OCD, having anxiety, have had miscarriages, all of those different things in my life. And the second that I've opened up and shared that journey, I no longer felt so alone. So I think if you open up to others, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm not stuck here by myself dealing with this. And I think that's really, when you know you're not alone, you know you have the comfort of others and you know you can do anything.
Wow, Queen, those words really resonate. I wasn't expecting that. Like, you really let it out and just really was vulnerable, right? Just right then and there. And so I really can appreciate that. I respect that because I am an advocate, and just having a child with autism, we have to be an advocate and we have to be strong. And so that was epitome of strength, being vulnerable. And so I appreciate that. And so how can we find you? How can we continue to follow your platform and uplift you?
Oh, thank you so much. You can follow me at Teddy Mellencamp, where also mine and Tamara's podcast is 2 T's in a Pod. I don't know that we're going to uplift you over there, but we are going to entertain you. So, that's, I think, a big part of when we are going through hard times in our life is having that escape. And that's what, myself and Tamara, we love to entertain you. We want to have fun, but also you're going to get the good and the bad and the ugly with us.
Oh, that's a blessing. So let's take a picture, and thank you so much for interviewing with us tonight.
Love Holly. They're amazing. Congratulations. I love their love story. We were the first publication to publish their love story.
No.
Hello. We have Jordan Torres. We want to know all about your projects that you have going on, and it's amazing to see you here tonight. You are dapper. Look at the shoes. Let's not. He understood the assignment.
Yeah.
But tell us about your projects going on.
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me. You look amazing yourself. I have some big projects launching in the next 2 months. I am launching my own underwear line, so I am super excited about that. That is something that has been special to me, so I'm glad to kind of put the Latino community on.
In a world where there's so much going on, and obviously people are probably just seeking you and just wanting to collab with you, what do you think is something really that moves you and that you gravitate to more, like your projects? What do you keep in mind?
So I've been biased with, I would say, the clothing companies not giving us the chance as male models to be the face of their clothing line. So my biggest thing is allowing the male models to be the campaigns of these major clothing lines, and being a male model, actually wearing my underwear and loving it and putting people on,
So what do you do? What are some of your tips to stay in shape and fit and healthy?
So one of my biggest things is I'm a big believer in calisthenics, so I don't use any weights. So it's all my body weight, pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and eating the good food, getting good sleep. And I feel like one of the most important things is actually sleeping, getting a good amount of sleep, and drinking your water.
Thank you for enlightening us tonight and give us your inside scoop. But good luck and God bless with all of your endeavors, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, I am here with the beautiful, lovely Christine Devine. She's one of the cover stars for tonight, so obviously we're not going to hold her long. Let's just talk about some of the things that inspired her along her journey and what really encouraged her to go into journalism.
My parents were teachers. So I thought, how are you always a student of life? And how are you teaching others? So yeah, mom and dad get the credit or the blame.
Yeah, you know, but that's amazing. So I'm not sure. I'm Dr. Natasha, and I really go around and I promote like anything positive to actually promote and enhance mental health awareness, right? And so I'm an advocate for autism awareness. And so what do you think would be some tips just navigating throughout life and also keeping your mental health primary?
I think that is something we all need to work on. It does take work, especially in the business that I'm in, where we hear a lot of trauma and the tough things happening on the planet. I think mental health, physical fitness, eating well, good friends, family, rest, all that is important.
Those are really important factors, right? And so you are very busy and you've had a very successful career. What do you think are some key pointers for entrepreneurs and women that are really having so many things on your plate?
I have been blessed to have mentors. Early on, a woman found me and she's taken me under her wing when it comes to finances, mental well-being, insecurities, career, knowledge, upping your game in the business, studying, what's important, investing, charity work, giving back, all of that. So I've had great mentors, people who've helped me along the way.
Well, I am not going to hold you, Queen. You look beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and you have just beautiful energy. And so we are so excited to have you as the cover as well. It's a blessing. I'm blessed to be on the cover with someone as accomplished as you. I have a degree in communications, but not pursue journalism.
You're doing it. You're using your degree right here.
I went into the healthcare field, but I am inspired by people's stories, and so that's why I decided to, launch a podcast. But thank you so much for your time.
We'll have so much fun tonight.
Hi, Mr. Steve.
Hi.
This is the star of the night. He's always so calm and laid back, but really, he's really the highlight of the night because he's accomplished so much in his journey in life. And we want to know, tell us a little bit about what your most memorable moments in life.
Well, I've had so many, but maybe my top three might be when I flew with Kenny Rogers on his airplane to Tahoe and stayed at his resort that Harris gave him. And it was a great 3 or 4 days of spending time meeting all the artists that were going on stage with him, and Dolly Parton, all those kind of people. Another might be the time when Janet Jackson won her first Grammy Award and thanked only 3 people at our company of 300, and I was one of the 3. I had no idea she would do that, but that was a dream come true for sure. I've just been real lucky to be in the right time at the right place. One time I was in the right place at the wrong time was I was supposed to be on the airplane with Jim Croce when the plane crashed and killed everybody on board. And the last minute I had to take a flight to Atlanta to be with Crosby Nash. And that saved my life.
Wow, that's interesting. You never know what you're going to learn, right?
Never know.
And so you've really known everyone in the entertainment industry. And so you have a museum, right? Can you tell us a little bit about this museum? And is it open to the public, or can you tell me how it's functioning right now so others can know and be aware and inspired?
It may be open to the public one day, but right now it's just a hobby of mine that I've collected music for 50 years. It's probably the biggest collection of music in the world. Every song that's ever charted in Billboard since the days of Chuck Berry and Little Richard and Elvis Presley. And my house is a 21-room rock and roll museum. And everybody here is invited.
That's so cute, Steve. 21 rooms. Wow. That's a lot to manage, actually.
I have to say, every room is a different theme of rock and roll. There's a room for the Rolling Stones, a room for Prince, a room for Elvis, a room for the Beatles, a room for the Monkees.
The Monkees?
They get a room because not so much that they were one of the big 3 or 4 stars of all time. They were pretty big for a while, but it's because I have a lot of memorabilia for them. So if anybody has a lot of memorabilia, they get a room.
I am so excited to be able to run into you this evening and just say hello to the camera and tell people where they can find you.
They can find me at the 45 King at AOL is probably the best place. And that would be the place to do it. THE, the 45 King at AOL.
Okay, Steve, you know what? I think I'm going to make a day out of visiting this museum. Are you going to be ready for my visit, Steve?
I'm already ready.
Yay! Thank you for your interview. Thank you. Have a good night. Hi guys, I have Miss Trish here, the beautiful 2024 entrepreneur, hottest entrepreneur, should I say. And she is definitely the epitome of an entrepreneur. I am going to let you tell everything that you have going on, your projects, because we definitely need to hear this.
Okay, so I do a little bit of everything. I think you know. So I am a business owner. I'm in the beauty industry. So I own Ray Beauty Bar in Sylmar, California. And I also have a podcast called Tea with Trish, where I get you all to spill the tea in a nice way. You spill just as much as you want. And then I do other things like management and stuff like that. I am a mom. And I'm also grandma. Yes. So yeah, and I'm proud of it. So we do a lot. I do a lot.
So it's important, right? Because I'm always about health and wellness. Can you please give us some tips about really keeping your peace and managing so many roles in life and also having that balance?
Okay, so that's a whole loaded question. You know what? It took me a long time to kind of find that balance. I think, being an entrepreneur, we always go forward like hard. It's like go, 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 go. And our success is measured by different things for all of us, right? But I feel like you have to have that work-life balance. Like, what are you really doing it for? And you have to take care of yourself, whether it be working out or going to the spa or just any kind of hobby. I feel like it has to be, put somewhere in the forefront of what you do. And that way, you just recharge and you can go back at what you're doing full force.
Really enjoyed that response because I too can relate to that. So I'm not going to hold you down because you are one of the stars of the night, honey. And so I'm excited about interviewing you, and I'm also going to be on her podcast because women like to collaborate.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, Dow.
All right.
Welcome to Dr. Natasha Podcast, and I am here with the beautiful Miss Annina. You let us know because you are very busy and you are all over, just thriving, shining, and just spreading your positive energy, which I love. You tell us what projects you're working on and what we have to look forward to.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you, and I want to say congratulations on your recent podcast that you're starting up, and everybody loves you, and you're so beautiful, and everybody wants to hear what you got to say. I'm a medical assistant, med spa owner, but 4-time Playboy cover model, Finland, New Zealand, Mexico, and 2 other ones, France and Brazil. So I've actually done it Playboy 5 times, SAG actress, professional dancer, and podcast owner on Spotify podcast, Annina Unger Knows Best. And a huge on mental health, a mental health advocate. That's why I have that great energy, and I always want to compliment people because I think it's so important not to judge yourself and to give yourself grace, because there's so many different ways to look at yourself in this life, and I think the best way is to be positive.
That was absolutely beautiful. So tell us your top key advice, if you could give one piece in terms of having peace and happiness in your life, because that's key for mental health, right?
Yes, the top key in life, I think, is to make sure that you just are gentle with yourself. I feel like it's to make sure that you don't give yourself too much harsh criticism. In our brain, there's like 10 of us constantly saying, we'll do this, well, what about that? And I feel like, you just kind of be easy on yourself, let God's timing take control, and, give yourself every day at a time is just a different battle. So just kind of give yourself grace. I think that's the number one.
So I don't know if you guys know, but we are both covers for 2024 Hottest Entrepreneurs. So I decided to launch my podcast, and with this queen here, my first interview.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much for interviewing and being my first one of the night.
Yes, and congratulations on being the cover with Orange County Housewives and Playboy Magazine.
Look at
Getting
you.
it, girl. Of
Thank
course.
you.
No problem.
Thanks.
Tune in, everybody.
We have the beautiful Tamara here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she has going on, her projects. Obviously, she's high in demand in Hollywood, but she's taken a moment to grace this red carpet. We're so excited to see your beautiful face, and we're inspired. We're just going to start there. Yes, Queen. So tell us a little bit about what projects you have going on and what we can be excited about.
Well, you just interviewed Teddy Mellencamp, who has been my co-host and best friend. We've had our podcast for 3 years now, and we've branched out to our own network on iHeartRadio. So, I have a total of 4 podcasts right now. I'm filming the show. I own Vina CBD, and I also co-own with my husband a company called Big Tree, which is a nutrition company. So I got a lot going on right now.
Let us know, how do you actually manage so many hats and just keep a balance, a healthy balance?
I don't know. I have days that are harder than others. I have times where I just think I just want to retire. I want to retire. In fact, one day I was talking to Andy Cohen. I said, we're the same age. You ever think about just retiring? He says, stop saying that. Don't you ever say that again. And I said, my God, sometimes I long for just sitting in a rocking chair. But then the problem is, I'm the type of person that has to be busy all the time. So as soon as I'm not busy, I get a little destructive in my mind. And so I have to just keep going. And I'm always looking for projects. I'm very into interior design. So I'm always designing, helping design, hoping to get one day a design show on, Bravo or HGTV or something like that. That's my goal next.
You know what? That's amazing, because I'm the same way, and I call that not allowing grass to grow underneath your feet.
Yes.
And that's perfect, right? That's energy.
Yes.
And so let us know where we can continue to follow and uplift you and support your platform.
Well, definitely follow us, me and Teddy, on Instagram. Mine's just my name, Tamara Judge, but 2 T's in a Pod is our podcast. Vina CBD, Big Treat Health. Just Google my name.
Google me.
Google me.
All right. Take a picture. Hi, I have the beautiful Layla here, and I'm going to have her introduce herself. She's beautiful, and she is just thriving and spreading her light all around California, I tell you. And I've been inspired by her as well, so I would love for you guys to hear more about her projects and her platform.
Thank you. I'm Leila Giancalini. I know my last name is so hard to say. I don't blame you. I'm happy you remember my face. That's the important part. So I've been doing I will say, I don't know how many, I can't even count now how many fashion shows, but I think 1 year's been, and I've done probably 20 fashion shows, been every 15 days. And it's coming out in more locations. I'm doing one in El Cielo. It's coming out, and a new TV show, our RLC Talent reality show, and the RLC Talent magazine also I have. So it's busy. It's being busy and excited. And I'm happy to give work to people and making business growing.
That's amazing, actually, everything that you manage, because you're really a powerhouse. You're a powerful woman, and yes. And so I want to know what has really encouraged you, because obviously you have to stay motivated being an entrepreneur and managing as many roles and projects that you have.
I think the motivation is being created, I own a talent agency for 20 years, and I think because I just opened a new website, it's been great because I come and be a very creative, and with the fashion shows, I create business and give opportunities to people to grow. That makes me so happy, The motivation is just make people happy.
Oh, you're so beautiful, and she has such a beautiful spirit. So I'm really excited that I was able to bump into you tonight, but I want you to tell everyone where we can find you and support your platform.
Bueno, Leila Giancalini TV, my personal Instagram, RLC Talent Magazine, because that's my new magazine, so I will love everybody follow me there. I have so many, RLC Talent Agency. But I was really excited. I'm really excited. And I'm happy to have beautiful people like her performing on my show.
Thank you.
You're gorgeous
So
today.
let's take one more picture.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, guys. I have Sarah Hajali and the beautiful entrepreneur, and she's on the cover of Hottest Entrepreneur 2024. I am so excited tonight. Tell me how you're feeling, Queen, because you showed up looking extra fabulous.
Oh my God. Imagine how I feel tonight with all these beautiful ladies, because also you are on the cover with us. Like, you inspire me, all of you. You're such a, woman warrior. Like, I feel the empowerment between us, how all you're kind, you're so sweet, how we elevate each other. I'm in love, and I'm so proud to be here tonight.
You know what? You're absolutely inspiring. You're really ambitious. I see your ambition, but most importantly, you inspire others and you try to uplift others around you. I see it. It's very obvious. But when we're out and about in the world, we think about mental health and what's important. And that's one of the things that I encourage as well in uplifting other women. What would be some advice that you would give to other women when they feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders and trying to be entrepreneurs, hold down being a wife, mother, in multiple roles? What is your advice?
Definitely, there's three words. Believe in yourself. We all can achieve. We all very strong. We do have this will inside of us. Don't let anything in life stop you. Definitely, you have to always motivate yourself. I can make it, and I will. So this is always, don't ever belittle who you are. Elevate yourself by yourself. And this is when you do achieve things, people look at you, oh my God, if she's done that, definitely I can do this and that, and I can become someone someday. So definitely believe in yourself and don't ever stop. Do not let anything stop you from being who you are and what you can be.
Survivor.
Absolutely.
Resilience.
Absolutely.
And this is her. Thank you for your interview,
Thank
Queen. You
so
look
much.
beautiful.
You
and
too.
I am
Look
so
at you.
excited to brace the cover with these beautiful women.
Thank you so much.